Alright, this is Calibos, and we're playing Enigmatica 2. So, I thought that you might like to see my derping, because I've made a little bit of progress. And I'm actually going to rebuild all of this so that you can see it. It doesn't work so great, just as a heads up, and all the way, I really am hating my stuff. So, whatever. We're going to get this out of the way. So I've kind of sorted my jars here a little bit, and honestly, the goal is something along the lines of, let's see, I'm just gonna dump this really quick because I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I have had to fix the ground so many times you would not believe, and it is just a hassle. Just a hassle. So let's go over here to the crafty thing that I was making, and we need to make a Essentia tube with the lever, and that gives that. Okay, so Essentia valve. So with the Essentia valve, we actually want to make a, we're trying to make that as a part of this buffer. And then we're going to need a restricted Essentia tube as well. Sorry, allergies, I'm trying. So let's see if we can trick it into making one of these. There we go, restricted Essentia tube. Pop that bad boy back in there. And now, like I said, we want to make the buffer. I really hope that I am doing this correctly. So we'll need files, a plate, and whatever. So we should actually have everything that we need for that. We need files. Did I use all my files? Nope. Give me those. Buffer. So let me clue you guys into where I'm thinking of going with this. I have no idea if these actually connect from the bottom, and let's experiment with that really quick. But actually, I think that I'm starting to get this, which should be fairly impressive because I terribly never get these things. Okay, it only connects from the top. Let's get some dirt. This is another disaster caused by the that glorious draconic thing, which no matter how light the touch is, it just like digs through everything, and I keep switching to it because stuff and reasons. So kind of I have the idea that we're going to do something along the lines of this. And I'm probably, you'll notice that the mountain top is a little bit wider. So I'm probably going to rearrange this at some point. But, so we don't have one for this. So we'll say, mortise. Then we take a filtered Essentia tube and we do that. Then we go mortise. So only mortise should be going in here, right? And then somewhere along here, we're going to have an Essentia buffer. Oh man, this is it. I'm not feeling very confident about this really. So let's put this above the ground somewhere. Okay, we'll use these. Three, four. Essentia buffer. And then we need a bellows on that. Do we have another bellows? Bellows. So we're going to need wood, leather, and iron. So let's do that. Wood. 2, 3, 4. Leather. And some iron, which we have. Let's make a bellows. Now I have an unfortunate thought that we're going to need one set of actually, let's pull this down. I know my inventory is nasty, and I'm super unhappy with it as well. Have to have that. We need those, we need that, we need that, we need that, we need that. That can go away, it can go away. We can pull those out later, that can go away. We can probably just pull that out later. We haven't been using that. We're about to place this. Not using that at just this moment. We have 7 buckets, we can drop those. We don't have any foci right now. So that helps. So let's toss the various things in there. Okay, inventory cleaned up. So I think what's going to happen is this. So I figured out this caster's gauntlet is like the wrench for Thaumcraft. And trust me, you guys did not want to be seeing me do this. The fun way. Like I have been like just playing with it and playing with it and playing with it, and it's been horrible. So we want to do directional tube here, and I figured out a secret. I don't know if it's a secret, but so the directional tubes, you can see that it's got a thing on there, and if I were to put the bellows attached to it, you can see that the directional tube is away from the bellows, which means it's going to go that way. So what I suspect is going to happen is if I do this, now I don't know, like this is pretty much a theory. So directional, 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 and then we use glove, 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 and then we use, I need another bellows, I think. So let's do this. Let's just get a whole bunch of these, because we're just going to be making a lot of bellows and a lot of the the reservoirs. Wood. So let's make a bellows. And again, I have no idea if I'm doing this right, so you're just gonna have to be patient with me. See, the V is slowly recovering. So next step is we're going to need another reservoir. So we're going to need some levers. We're going to need more of these Essentia tubes. So these Essentia tubes are like that. So we'll need quicksilver drops, alchemical brass, iron plates, and yellow glass. So quicksilver, we'll take all of those. Chemical brass, we'll take all of that. Whatever. We need iron plates. Iron plate. We're going to need some glass. Was it just regular glass? Alright, so yeah, it's just regular glass. So how are we doing on this? Okay, so now we need to make a bunch of Essentia tubes. And then we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives us the Essentia valves. And then we need to make this, but we take that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I'll be right back. My apologies for that. So these are called reservoirs, I think. Nope, that's not what it's called. Let us check the book. They are called buffers. Buffers, of course, they are buffers. So, we do this. We make 4 buffers, and I'm hoping, cross your fingers, that this works. Let's see if I do this. I think I should have experimented a little bit first, but you know, whatever, right? Do that. And then the let's bring that there. That's the bellows. Okay, there is the Essentia buffer. So we do that. And then we're going to pop one of these in here. And one of these there. I really hate how it chooses to place everything. So we'll do one there, and then this one we will, again, placement is kind of a pain. We want it to be there. We want it to go up. No, up, up. So we'll disconnect that, kill that. And then we want to bring this pipe with a directional tube and one of those, and then we disconnect that. Oh, monkeys. There. So theoretically, once I place a bellows on this, we can test it with this fancy thing, which is supposed to 32 untyped, directional. We place a bellows here, which should give it 32 untyped. And as you go, you notice that it has a reduction in distance. So that would be alienus here. And if we go ahead and we take let's see, let's go see if we have an alienus jar. Like an empty alienus jar. I'm gonna guess that we are carrying one. Percantio alienus. So theoretically, this, I should be able to do this. Pop a filter on it, which would be one of these. No, there we go. We disconnect that. We go alienus, alienus. And we do that. And then we're going to bring a directional one off of this. Change it. And it's, if you look, so there's one end, there's the other end, and then there's the middle. So once you have a tube on it, you can pick the direction by setting in the middle, but it only works if there's a tube on it. And we have to be a little wacky as far as this stuff. Well, I guess technically we can do that and then disconnect. And disconnect that and break that. And then, so down is also a specific direction. So we can set it to down. And then down and disconnect. And then there. So I'm hoping that what this should do is not that. So 32 untyped, 31 alienus, 15, 5. Okay, do I need to make these also directional ones? Wait. Like that. Okay, well, I kind of thought this would work, but clearly it doesn't. Clearly it doesn't. That's super obnoxious. So apparently there's a way to do this with magic mirrors, and I was just kind of hoping that I could do it, you know, like an actual way instead of just screwing up. But so I do not understand why this is not. Wait. These are directional. Nope. Directional. Wait, is it working? I think it's working. Holy monkeys. I figured this out. Okay, so we're gonna slap that down. We need a file. So the file is important because we have to have a type for it. So let's put down a filter. Well, a directional first. Oh my god, it's working. Sorry, I wasn't sure that this would work. Very excited. Can you tell? We do this. What's here then? 32 untyped. So it should be pulling out Spiritus. Do I have Spiritus? no, no, no. So, yeah, I mean, if I could get it out of the reservoir, I would be golden. But because it doesn't have a place to go, I'm not sure how to deal with it. So let's break the reservoir and try again. Where did it get spiritus, though? Oh, from the top. Oh, which means I could just have done this and broken this and put a filter down and call it spiritus and pop. Oh my god, you could put it back into the jars. Okay, I didn't know that either. So this is a directional pipe. So make it go in that direction. And then put the bellows down. Or not the bellows, the buffer. Is it working? So I know that there's an additional setting on the buffer that allows it to oh my god, it works. So I am shift clicking like right on the edge of the buffer there and making these export tubes. Problem solved. So this is how it works, guys. And then I'm pretty much going to have a, so it'll be 3, and then I'll pull another buffer off of this, and then do the next 3, and then the next 3, and the next 3, and it'll be pretty cumbersome, but it's going to work. And I'm very proud of myself because I figured it out. Spiritus. So I don't have anywhere for Humanus to go, so let's work on the next one. So let's get a file of Humanus. Spiritus, Spiritus, Humanus. Let's drop a filter on it. Oops, filter. Unattach that. Humanus, which is actually what I was trying to get in the first place. So I'm going to need another buffer, which is here. We can put it, let's get some dirt really quick so that we can have blocks to shape with. All right, so we got this. This is cool. So we're going to need a directional pipe. We're going to need to get on top of the pipe so that we can have access to that. So that pulls into the pipe. And then we do this, and then we set it to do that. Oops. And then we pull it over. So we're going to ignore that countdown because, you know, I had that brief pause. So I'll do this a little bit further, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to put another buffer down, and we're going to put an arcane bellows on it. And we'll put it on the front side. Keep all our wiring sort of in the back. So that should be filling with Humanus. Then we directional this. We turn that off. And then we bring it down and there. Turn that off, turn that off. And then we, nope, switch that there. And now it should be filling with Humanus. So I'm pretty much just going to make an assembly for all of the jars, and there are a lot of them, and it's going to be wild and cumbersome and terrible, but it's going to work. There is an improved system for it later on. What is this cutting? Okay. So it's pumping Humanus, it's pumping Humanus, it's pumping Humanus. I think that should be right. Should that be right? Oh, I forgot the thing. There we go. So yeah, cool. I guess we'll call it here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. Folks, have a great day.